That one ain't open. Oh, this one is open. Okay. So a couple more drops, just to make sure we got enough. And then mixing it up. We're mixing it up. Make sure it mixed up good. Spin that off. Now we're gonna grab how many brushes are there? I ain't got no more wide ones. I'm about to buy me a big box of these wide ones. Now we're gonna see what this gonna look like on here. You know what? I'm gonna pull this up a little bit because I want a little bit of fiberglass to get around that. So we're gonna push it down in the hole so it's fiberglass is in there. Look at that. Oh my God. That's exactly what I'm talking about right there. Look at that. Look at that. Get some on this so it ain't all plain. Oh my God. This is it. This is it. Look at that. Perfect. 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 Hey, you gotta get me in the camera sometime too, man. Hey, experiment. When you experiment, you can't mess up because it's experiment. You just seeing what happened. All this is some pearl mixed with fiberglass. But I put a little drop of black paint in the fiberglass to tint the fiberglass black like this. And then the pearl gonna automatically bleed through because it's just pretty much gonna take on the fiberglass. So look at what we're getting. And this is exactly what I wanted. Exactly what I wanted. And all this fiberglass gonna do is help. It ain't nothing but an extra layer that's going on this speaker pod. Cause that's what these are. The speaker pods. That's gonna go on the four-wheeler. You can't mess up. You just paint it on here, kind of get your runs out, make sure it ain't running. And just paint it on here. And once it get hard, you'll have a pearl fiberglass over this box. And now look at that black bleeding through there. That's what you want. You want that black to bleed through to kind of give you that pearl look. That's what make the pearl pop is the paint that's behind it. Cause you gotta have a certain paint behind it sometimes. Like if this was gray, it'll have a different sheen to it. It'll still be green, but it will have another look to it where the black splotches is at on here. It'll be gray. But you can't mess up. Just make sure you smear it real good. But like I say, this is an experiment. Back up some. Yes. Now turn it. So anybody looking to have some custom speaker pod made for your four-wheeler, your side-by-side, come see me. Show them the orange one. See, that's an orange pearl mixed with black. Like I say, I tinted the fiberglass black to give it a base coat. I mean a base color, my bad. You can't mess up. You see how that black bleeding through on there? That's what you want. It ain't gotta be perfect, but these speaker pods are gonna go onto the front of the four-wheeler and they're gonna take a beating. So I had bought some clear coat to clear them, but that wouldn't be durable. So I said, well, I'm just gonna try it and mix it straight with the fiberglass. Because fiberglass is harder than just that clear coat. So I just mixed it with the fiberglass and look at the results that I got. Exactly what I wanted. Perfect. This right here is hitting, bro. This is hitting. And like I say, you can't mess it up. Cause I made them rough. I should have used a thicker material, but I said, well, I'll just double it. But it was so aggravating because it was so thin. I just done it that one layer of fabric. Kind of, it was almost as thick as just a t-shirt. A cotton t-shirt. It's pretty much what it was, how thick it was. But you're supposed to use like a fleece fabric because it's thicker And then the fiberglass gonna absorb all the way in that fleece fabric, and it'll be thicker and harder when it's set up. But by this being like t-shirt thick, it was absorbing and dripping through. So I had to just go back and do fiberglass mesh over the top of the fabric once it took its shape. And then once I done that, I just rough sanded because I didn't care about the texture. I ain't want it all the way smooth because it's gonna be on the front of the forward. It's gonna get hit by limbs, all that. So just doing it like this is actually good for what you're gonna use it for. Now you put it in a car, yeah, you wanna go ahead and smooth the joker out. After you do everything, bundle it, smooth it out, primer, sandable primer, so you can get everything smooth like you want it. But this going on the front of the forward, so it don't make a difference. At least to me it don't. Now for all y'all who try to be so perfect, might make a big deal to y'all, because y'all be worried about what somebody say. Fuck them. That's what I say. But this turns out, this is better than what I expected. It's really better than what I expected. And I'm gonna put all this resin on here. Because like I say, this is like one more layer of thickness to this speaker pod, which gives it durability. It's already thick because I put that layer of fiberglass mesh over it. This right here is just another layer that'll be added to it to make it thicker. So that's why I say you can't mess up with certain stuff like this. Like I say, this is not going inside no car, so I'm not worried about the texture. I actually like the rough look. I don't like it all perfect. Now I can do it, I'll do it that way, but it's gonna cost a little bit more because it's more work. But by this going, like I said, going on the front of the four-wheelers, I don't care about all that. And all I'm gonna use to hold it down on the four-wheeler, a bungee cord. I'm gonna take a bungee cord and probably run one right here, or just take one and loop around there and hook it. Because it's gonna sit there because it's gonna have some weight to it. So I ain't worried about all that. See, cause I got a bad habit of over designing stuff. So I'm not gonna over design it, but at the same time, it's gonna be durable. Well, I take that back, either a bungee cord or one of those adjustable ratchet strap things. That'll be what I probably use. One of the two. Okay. So that's extra small brush actually worked better on this one. Man, that's nice. This is nice.